The collapsed as built but for analysis is a method focusing on comprehending and quantifying the impact of delays occurrence on project timelines. It addresses delays encountered during the project completion, involving a comparison of existing and duplicate schedules to assess the extent of delays. This method necessitates a logically interconnected schedule with price activities. Although it can be time intensive and may overlook identified delays. Now, it shares similarities with the impacted as planned IAP, but yet IAP learns more towards the theoretical aspects. Here in this collapsed as built but for analysis, this methodology is particularly useful for similar projects and aids in establishing delay accountability. The accountability includes EOT claims, of course, by systematically removing delays events from the as-built schedule. It evaluates their effect on project completion and assigns a responsibility. Responsibility of the delay occurrence belongs to whom? Either this is a contractor's delay or it is a owner's delay, etc. This approach enhances understanding of delays, extent and responsible parties, facilitating potential claims for compensation or extension. Thorough analysis and accurate recording of contemporaneous records play a pivotal role in precise project delay assessment. Now, understanding the impact delay. Focus on comprehending and quantifying delay effects on project timelines, of course. The term as-built represents the executed project schedule accounting for changes and events during construction. Now, encountering delays. As a project nears its conclusion, end of the project, say, delays are encountered. While a task record exists through project schedule, the original schedule is missing. It means the baseline, there is no baseline, I can say. Approach for delay evaluation. To evaluate, use the collapsed as-built method, a delay analysis technique. It determines the excess project delays. This method considers the existing as-built schedule with the delay events and creates a duplicate schedule omitting identified delays. Now, comparison of schedules. Compare the two schedules to reveal the extent of delays and their impact on project's overall timeline. Now, logically interconnected schedule. Apply this method with a logically interconnected schedule that provides precise activity, start and finish times. The next, challenges and considerations. Recognize the challenges of the collapsed as-built method, including time-intensive preparation and the potential oversights of unidentified delays. Similar to impacted as planned IAP, it is a theoretical and may misalign the activities after delay removal from the updated schedule. Maybe the trial what we are making now. the systematic approach declares different steps. Now, step 1, establish as-built program. Remember, there will not be any critical path in the as-built program, as if, we are actually we are updating, and therefore we cannot visualize any critical activities or critical path in the as-built. Here, the as-built is being recreated based on if you see the program here, the program has been created, actually happened scenario, the actual start date was 1st February 2020 and the actual completion date was 6th June 2020. Since we are working on the actual date with updated schedule, as if I mentioned, no, there won't be any critical path can be seen here. In our program, we have 9 activities from mobilization to copying 2. Now, step 2, establish logics. Here we are establishing logics based on a real-time contemporaneous records. Here on the established program, the real-time logic is demonstrated as above. Here in step 3, identify delay events. Identification of delay events, in our case, there are so far henceforth, we have 2 delay events we have identified. Delay event number 1, weather forecast force major event, which comes under the brickwork at pillar 1. That pillar 1 pre-delay, what they have mentioned. We are seeing activity ID A1122. The delay event duration was 21 days. Now, step 4, select the delay event to carry out the but-for analysis. What if the completion date, if the event would not be occurred? This is some sort of assumption we are making here, as if anyway, in reality it has already happened. We are assuming that the delay event were not been occurred. And step 5, but-for analysis with the delay event. Here, in the but-for analysis, the delay event 1, the force major activity ID 1122. That is what demonstrated in the slide. Now, seeing this window and Primavera window, check the conclusion. What the conclusion is? We are ensuring the removal of delay event 1 does not have any impact or effect in the final completion date of the project, as it does not fall in the critical path. Now, step 6, continue for the but-for analysis with the delay event number 2, hard rock in pillar piling foundation at the pillar 2. You can refer the activity ID A1372 with the 14 days delay duration. Now, step 7, introduce fragments for analyzing the delay fragments, illustrating the sequence of change or delay and define its relationship to the current impacted schedule. A fragments represents a sequence of novel activities and or modified activities proposed for addition to the existing schedule. Now, conclusion from this addition of that event number 2. Now carefully you have to follow. The removal of delay event 2, hot rock in piling foundation at pillar 2, the activity number activity ID A1372, maybe not shown here. Just a minute. The activity ID A1490 with the 14 days duration has a direct impact of 2 weeks on the project completion. Since it falls on the critical path, as a result of which the contractor will be entitled for compensable delays of 2 weeks only. Now, establishment of hypothetical impact. Determine the hypothetical effect on the completion date if a delay event had not occurred. The procedure as follows. 1. A detailed as-built program. Develop a comprehensive as-built program. Number 2. Logic. The logic here is it incorporates logic links into the as-built program for dynamic usability. Number 3, delay identification. Identify delay instances within the as-built program activities. Number 4, but for delay analysis. Adjust program logic for delay extraction. Extract delay details. Recalculate a program to assess potential early completion date without delay events. And the important and great improvement here in completion date denotes the net impact of extended delay events. As far as factual basis, result is grounded in factual data. However, it is again hypothesis. Verification and challenges validate the scrutinize the hypothesis before presentation. Complexity of a network as built program, establishing a networked as built program as intricate. Respondents' perspective. Often the respondent's analysis argues the delay event was inconsequential due to existing delay. Dependence on progress records requires solid progress records for accuracy. Challenge in logic establishment. Establishing logic between as-built activities can be challenging. Hypothetical nature. Result is hypothetical, not actual. Lack of delay relationship considerations. While building the logic, network logic, we are in the trace logic or a fragments creations. Typically does not consider relationship between delays. Validity of hypothesis. Consider the possibilities of alternate decisions, sequences, initiatives without delay event. Intention and critical path. Often does not account for intentions of actual critical path route. Because we will be in the original baseline where it is not there in the picture right now, as if we are approaching to collapse is built. But it is definitely will be it is different from the original critical path. Focus and concurrency. often emphasizes one party's delays, leading to beneficial concurrency and criticality. Now, the important part, impact assessments. This analysis establishes potential effect of delay events on the project completion, offering insight into the hypothetical outcome if those events haven't occurred earlier. The methodologies relies on factual information, but must be critically examined before presentation. Considering the intricate nature of establishing relationships within the as-built program, the hypothetical nature of the result underscores the need to account for alternative decisions and resource strategies that might have influenced the project's course of action. While providing valuable insights, it is important to acknowledge the limitations inherent in this approach, especially in considering delay, concurrency, and criticality.